They found also 2.5, 2.6 meter skeletons from humans, but they were always bigger than 2.5, 2.6 meters. And you can see that the jaw is much stronger than our jaw. And the most strange thing is that those skeletons, those skulls, do not have any bone plate connection, because we, the Homo sapiens sapiens, we have 3 bone plates and the fontanella. And when the baby is born, the fontanella is very soft, and after growing up, the fontanella closes. These skulls do not have the 3 bone plates. And it's not a single skeleton, there were several of them. That means we have here definitely a different human, like the Homo sapiens or Neanderthal or any known human. But unfortunately, those skeletons are deep in the jungle, and only the photos I received through Bolivian friends, and we have the approval and the agreement with the military. When we are flying there, they will bring us to the skeletons, and then I have the chance to bring at least 1 bone with me, and we can try to do an age dating and a DNA dating. Now we are going to the story of the giants, the legend of the giants. This skull was found in Peru, and here is a model how this person must have looked like. That also, this is the original skull, and this is a model. These skulls, this photo is from early 20th century. It was done in Malta, Mediterranean, and the skulls were shown until 1968, and then they disappeared. And again, Adriano Forgione, the publisher of Phoenix magazine, went with the Italian television Rai 2 to Malta, and they contacted the ministry, and they got the allowance to film and photograph the skull plates. But the first information at the museum was, we don't have them. And Adriano showed them the old photo. Then they said, okay, we have to look in our storage. And next day, they brought the skull, top of the skulls. And you can see it's much larger than a normal skull. And the strange thing on these skull plates is that they have only 1 line over the middle of the skull. That means, again, it is not a Homo sapiens sapien, and it would be also interesting if we could get the allowance to do a DNA and age dating on these skulls. But it remembers me on the Egyptian pharaoh skulls, because they are going to the back. You can deform a skull, but if you deform a skull, the skull is getting up, but you cannot deform a skull to the back, because you must close the fontanella. That means that the baby would die. Here you see it perfect. We have 3 stone plates, and these skulls, they have only 1 bone line over the skull. This is a so-called deformed skull from Ica, Peru, from the Maria Reiche Museum. That's another one. But you do not see the deforming, the deformation artificially. And this, many of the specialists, doctors, university professors, they told me this is impossible, a deformed skull, because through deformation you cannot create the double of bone material. And this skull even has hair on top. That means it would be very easy to do a DNA analysis and an age dating, and I also do not think that this skull is a Homo sapiens sapien. Look at those strange skulls. And they were all found very close to the famous Nazca lines in Peru. Here you have bones. They were found 1964 in a small valley in Ecuador. There was a part of a mountain breaking down, and some broken bones were shown off. So the people there were very anxious, and they called Father Carlos Vaca. He was working in hospitals, and he knew how human bones are looking like, and he saw that these were human bones, and the measurement gave him the size of 7.6 meter. This bone I got from his family, and we did the research in Vienna, and it's definitely part of a human heel bone, but the specialists told me, yeah, but it looks exactly like a human heel bone, and it can be only a human heel bone, but it's impossible. I said, why? They said because it's 5 times bigger than ours, it would be at least 7.5 meters. This is the other side. This is a part of the nose bone. And this is so-called os occipitale, which is under our skull, is usually this size, and the one we brought from Ecuador is at least exactly 5 times bigger. And there exists reports from ancient history, from Chiesa de Leon, from 1573, he wrote, "Today we found at the coast of Esmeralda several human skeletons, and they were 5 times taller than we." That means the people at this time, they were about 150 centimeters. If you multiply 5 times, you have 7.5 meters. In this area, they found also 2.5, 2.6 meter skeletons from humans, but they were always bigger than 2.5, 2.6 meters. And you can see that the jaw is much stronger than our jaw. And the most strange thing is that those skeletons, those skulls, do not have any bone plate connection, because we, the Homo sapiens sapiens, we have 3 bone plates and the fontanella. And when the baby is born, the fontanella is very soft, and after growing up, the fontanella closes. These skulls do not have the 3 bone plates. And it's not a single skeleton, there were several of them.